Hey everybody, welcome to Ref Time, powered by RTS and produced by Coraggio Media. I'm Tanya.
And I'm Crane. We'll be covering rules, plays, points of emphasis, and all things official. All right, we're back for another Ref Time segment with the great
Cindy
Bice. I always wanted to ask you, Bice, what background is that? Is that German? Is that Bice?
I have no idea. My mom does all the genealogy stuff. I have no clue.
You have no clue?
Nope.
Where were you born?
Fort Wayne.
Oh, so you went to school in Fort Wayne?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
Snyder.
Oh, Reggie graduated from Snyder.
Yes, he did.
Oh, what year did you come out?
89.
Reggie came out in...
Much later. Well, not much, but yeah.
91.
No,
he was born in 91.
Yeah, he came out in 91. but not out of high school.
Little slip there. My bad. Reg, if you want. Yeah, I knew that. Mm-hmm. He came out in 91.
He came out in 91.
Out into the world in
not
91.
From Snyder.
Moving right along. Well, thanks for joining with us, Cindy. You can see here we're real professional and we're real right on track here.
Right.
I can tell.
Yeah. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get you off the hot seat here, bud. We were talking a little bit before. Tell us about what you do in your current profession.
Oh, my current profession?
Yeah.
I'm a quality manager at a small company in Rome City called Fruition Industries. It's a growing company.
You've been with them a long time?
2 years.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was at Electric Motors in Garrett for 18 and a half years.
Doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Quality
manager. Okay. I'm the person that says if parts can go out the door or not.
Because they have to meet a certain standard.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. That aligns with the type of officiating she is. She's very particular.
Yep.
And
Quality control.
Quality control.
Yep.
Okay. So what got you into officiating? How'd you get into it?
My dad, he just retired after doing 51 years of baseball and softball.
51 years.
Yep.
That's not his age. That's how long he participated as an official.
Yep.
Wow. So he introduced you to it?
Yeah, I started when I was younger with him, and then when I got in my 20s, it was, I'd rather be out with my friends.
Okay.
So I took a couple-year hiatus, and then I came back in 2006.
So he kind of encouraged you to get into it?
Not encouraged me. I was out there. I played the sport. I liked watching it. And one day we were out at Wallen, and they were short officials, so they put me out there as an umpire, and I just liked doing it. So
how old were you?
I want to say I was 13 at that time.
That's about Sydney. Yeah. Our daughter got involved when she was 12.
12 or 13,
first time.
Yeah, you took her out there and
Yep.
Put her on a little elementary game.
Basketball game.
She was scared to death to blow her whistle when the ball went out of bounds, but
then they paid her at the end. Oh, she was hooked. I didn't know he was going to pay her, but he gave her some money, and I was like, ooh.
My dad didn't pay me.
Well, her dad didn't pay her either. The guy that hired me paid her.
You got paid with a wealth of knowledge, though.
Yeah. He was the one assigning officials, so somehow I didn't get paid.
You've probably taken that up with Dad over the years, has you?
Yeah.
What did he say? Did he ever address
Nothing. No.
Well, you had food, a roof over your head, bed to sleep in. Those are the things that parents usually use against the kids, right?
We use that with Sydney a lot of times, and she hates it. But hey, truth is truth.
Yep.
But with our encouragement, though, she can go out there and get her own games, and she does get paid.
She is.
So
give us a, well, first of all, tell us how many different sports you officiate.
I do volleyball and softball.
Okay. Got to put you on the spot here. Which is your favorite?
When I first started, softball was, but when I got my volleyball license in 2007, I had no clue what I was doing, but I progressed way faster, and I enjoy doing volleyball just because it's more competitive. It's more athletic.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And it's indoors. And for me, that's,
But before the show, I think you were saying you kind of like being outdoors because you played softball for years.
Yeah, I played the game, and
And for those of you that don't know, it's like, it is like 50 degrees out, I guess.
It's not 50 degrees outside right now.
Okay, how warm is it out?
I think it's in the 60s right now.
You think it's that warm?
I don't know. I'm still wearing shorts. So
Okay,
it's
well,
warm
she
enough
just
for
got done telling me if it's 40 degrees out, she's still wearing shorts. She's in
Well.
shorts now, so, you know. I'm like, I got my earmuffs on. I'm ready.
I was going to say, before the
Hey.
show, she was making fun of your
I
earmuffs. She
know.
saw him sitting there. She goes,
Oh, no, she
got
saw me
these
come
out
in
already?"
with them.
Oh, she made
Oh,
fun of
yeah.
How long ago did you pull those earmuffs out?
A couple weeks ago.
I thought you could say that. It was about a month ago, really.
Was not.
See, I told you still deny it. So you got into volleyball in 2007. When did you get into softball?
I got my license in 2006.
Oh, that's just a year before.
Mm-hmm.
And what? Okay, we know why you got into softball because of Dad. What drew you to volleyball?
When I got I'd done recreational leagues for about 5 years before I got my high school license, and then I was doing softball, and this guy goes, "Hey, you should get your volleyball license." And I'm like, well, I kind of played it a little bit, and then I was the team manager for years. I'm like, I have no clue how to do a game. Just try it. So I tried the middle school level, and then I just caught on to it and started remembering stuff and just progressed from there. So it was another official that talked me into it.
So now, if I from what I've heard, you have progressed in both beyond the sectional level.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us I don't know. I'm probably ignorant to it, but how far have you gone in both?
I've done the state title in both. In 2022, I did the 1A state softball final, and then in volleyball, in 2022, I did the 4A state final game.
I didn't know we had a celebrity with us, Tanya.
Of
You didn't
course
tell
we
me we
do.
invited a celebrity onto the show. Let me straighten up and fly right here. I got a celebrity. You know I act like this all the time. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. Okay.
So, do you have any, obviously those are a couple of career highlights. Do you have any other career highlights that?
I do volleyball, college, and I would like to get a postseason assignment other than the tournament, like the local, like the WAC tournament or the Crossroads tournament. I would like to get into the NAIA round.
Okay.
So
And how does one do that?
you just have to get recognized. You get voted on by the coach. I shouldn't say voted on. They put an input in whether they want you back, or the assigner will come and watch you and critique you.
So for newer officials, Cindy, what would you say are some things that they should be focusing on in order to move ahead and advance to the higher levels that you're aspiring to get to?
Understand the people you're working with. If you're working for a veteran, they're not picking on you. Be able to take criticism and make yourself better.
You're talking about a partner you work with?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always am striving to learn. If I'm doing something wrong, tell me. Even though I've been doing it for many years, there may be a time I've done something wrong. But sometimes these newer officials don't take the time to learn and understand and get better. They just want to advance without putting the work in. You have to put the work in. I read the rule book every year. That's why I can remember what rule is what. I don't want to get caught on that game and say, oh my gosh, I forgot that.
Right.
So and the rule books are not that long, because a lot of it, you can skip the first 3 sections because it's just about court markings and all that for volleyball or for softball, the field. You can go right into substitutions and all that. So to me, it's be willing to learn and take criticism, because you're not going to know it when you first get out there. And it's not bad criticism, it's constructive criticism, so that it'll make you a better person.
Right.
So considering both sports, softball, volleyball, not necessarily in that order, which one do you think, in your experience, in terms of interacting with the veterans, which sport has the veterans who seem to be more open to teaching?
Probably volleyball right now. We have some really good veteran officials still in the area with volleyball. Softball, just because of the physicality of it, people don't go as long. You don't have many 65-year-olds still doing softball.
Yes,
It's wear and tear on your body.
Yep. Yeah, that
Especially
makes sense.
behind the plate, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. And so out of the volleyball officials that you say we have some good veterans in the area, who would you say are some of your favorites that you've learned from, emulate? They've mentored you.
In our area, John Rodewald, he's been around for many years. Jake Linder's another one. He's a younger one of the officials, but with his sports. He knows the games.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to interact with people.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing is you also have to kind of know how to manage a game.
Mm-hmm.
Managing the coaches, if you're
Yep.
on the sideline or behind the plate or on the bases for softball, you got to know how to manage people. I know John's head sticks out. Matt Knizovich from down in the Indy area. I talk with him a lot.
I don't know if I've met. Have I
Oh,
met
you've
him?
met Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came up
Yeah.
and did the clinic this summer.
Yeah. I remember Matt. And his last name starts with a K, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try to spell it. I'm going to put K.
Knezvich. Knizovich.
K-N-E-Z. Okay, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. ICH.
I-C-H.
There you go. Close enough.
K. Not K.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
we've had Jake on twice already.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been on twice.
Yeah, by accident. We had him on a second. Well, it wasn't really by accident, but we had him on a second time because there was an incident that had happened at a sport one this
For
past
basketball. And he came in and he was quite
summer. Vocal.
yes, he
Yes.
had some. You and him matched a lot
Opinion,
on those.
yes.
Your opinions on that.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, Jake is, Jake is the basketball chairperson of the association, and he's good. I like
And
learning
Cindy
from
is
him.
actually the softball chairperson for.
I have a real.
Here we go
star
again.
in the studio. I'm sitting up taller now. You gonna make? I'm gonna hurt myself if you have me sit
So
up too
between
much taller.
softball and volleyball, do you have any pet peeves or rules that kind of stick out to you in one way or another?
that you like or don't like.
Yeah.
Well, for volleyball, I understand rotation's important, but too many people put emphasis on rotation, checking the rotations. I find my setter and her opposite, and that's good enough for me because there's a lot to the game that we have to focus on. And then for softball, they finally just changed it, actually, this year. An illegal pitch, when they call it a leap, they took that away because they dig a hole so deep that then they've changed it to their foot doesn't have to drag. It only has to be below the pitcher's mound. Well, then it becomes a judgment call, even worse than before. So then they just finally took it all the way out. So now we can focus on, because those girls stay the same age. We get older, right? So when they steal, you got to be ready. Yeah.
You can steal in softball?
As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, so you got to be on the go.
That wasn't always a rule, was it? You've always been able to steal? I thought softball was a sport you couldn't steal in.
Only when it leaves the pitcher's hand.
Maybe I'm thinking of slow pitch softball. 'Cause
Yeah,
fast pitch.
slow pitch you can't. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I ever knew. I haven't advanced this. Because the game, that speed of that softball game is pretty.
Yeah.
I've seen it on TV sometimes. I'm going, wow, these
Yeah.
girls are really getting at it.
Yeah.
And those pitchers, the way they wind their. So some of those pitchers, they probably have the same problem with shoulders that the guys do in baseball. They don't?
Because underhand is a natural motion.
Hmm.
That's why they can pitch 200 innings in a season.
I never knew that.
Oh, yeah. That's why most teams have just one stud pitcher because she can pitch every game.
Do they get sore arms ever?
Yeah, they do. If you throw different pitches, yeah, you can. Your
So when
elbow gets worn out.
Not shoulder, but elbow.
Elbow, yeah, because a drop curve, you go under and bring it out.
So when you played, what positions did you play?
Did I play? I played center field.
Okay.
I was an outfielder.
Were you a pretty effective batter? Did you have high?
Yeah.
Because you look like you got some muscles.
Yeah.
I'm sitting up a little taller and sitting in the room with this muscle-bound star. So, can you hit home runs in softball?
Yeah.
Did you have some home runs?
Yes. I think I had 3.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive.
But the game's changed a lot
Yeah.
from the 80s because they didn't get it at Snyder until my sophomore year.
Didn't
so
get
we
what? The sport?
fast pitch softball, yeah.
Oh.
It didn't start at our school until 86.
Huh.
Yeah. No, 87, sorry. So I only played 87, 88, and 89, yeah.
So were there other schools in Fort Wayne that had it before Snyder? Because Snyder's a pretty big school.
Yeah, I don't know if Fort Wayne did, the outside schools, but nothing, I don't think anybody got it till the middle 80s. And I think Indy area got it first, yeah.
So softball, how popular of a sport is that?
It's there's a lot that play. A lot of
Yeah.
travel teams. A lot
Yeah.
of club travel teams.
So that's kind of overtaken. Is that bigger than school ball now? Travel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Yep.
thing as in basketball. Same
Volleyball,
thing as in
too.
volleyball.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean
That's where you're getting all your college scouting from. It's
Right.
no more in the stands. They
Yeah.
may just come and see how you are interacting with your teammates.
Yeah.
But
Do you do that? Do you ref in that level too? That's
club in softball, not anymore.
But you used to.
Those were brutal weekends. You would go in and do 2 or 3 games Friday, and then like
That's
6 to
hours.
8 on Saturday, and then Sunday 4 to 5. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Mhm.
I think I quit doing that in 2009.
So how many years did you do that? You said you quit in
No,
09?
sorry, not 2019.
Yeah, so you did what? You started softball in 06.
Yeah,
So 13
I started
years of that?
doing travel in about 2008, so I did it for about 10, 11 years.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
And then you had to travel, stay in
Yes.
hotels, and
Yeah. Did they pay you? Did they cover your hotel costs sometimes?
yeah, they always cover the hotel costs.
Oh, well, that helps. But I think that's for the younger official crowd, the ones who want to travel and stay in the hotels all the time.
Well, I mean, that's the stuff that we like to do. You know, if we can get out of town, we'll go down to the Kentucky Bluegrass
yeah.
volleyball tournament, and we'll go down because they take care of the hotel and everything. So even though it's a working, weekend,
It's kind
I mean,
of a date weekend for
yeah.
us. Yeah,
we
we're working.
get to
but
travel together and just
Yeah, yeah.
make some money and come back home.
Yeah, and there's a shortage in there too. It's not just
Yeah.
I think there's a shortage in every
Every
sport
Yeah.
across the country, because every time we interview somebody from a different sport, you're all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the reason we do the podcast, is to help people understand there's a lot of opportunity out there, part-time, spare time, full-time. There's just a lot of opportunity. So, that takes us into, what's the points of emphasis this year for softball and volleyball? What are the points of emphasis for both sports?
for volleyball. Now I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank.
Do you remember time?
And I'm being. I haven't looked at the softball one for this coming year.
Because volleyball season's just about over. So
Yeah.
our brains are kind of
they talked about the point of emphasis was a coach standing beyond the end line.
Yep, they were allowed to do that.
They were allowed to do that.
A rule change was allowing studded earrings.
Oh, let's talk about that for a minute. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm okay with it because they had them underneath there disguising them with Band-Aids anyway.
I'd make them take it off.
And
so.
if they want to take the chance of having it ripped out, but I've seen more injuries just from regular stuff than an earring injury.
What regular stuff like what?
Like a girl got her finger caught in the net and it just bent her finger back.
Wow.
So yeah, or they've come down on a teammate's foot and rolled their ankle.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
So do you think that the jewelry, because we have to be jewelry police.
Yeah.
I hate that, but do you think that the rules are going to change with that going down the line because they're looking at the injury potential? Do you think that they're going to change that rule? What is it called? Not the NEIOA, but the NFHS. You think they're going to change
it to what?
The jewelry rule, and maybe get more lenient on it, and just
They already did.
They're
I'm saying
allowed-
even gonna get more
No.
lenient,
I don't know if they will. I think they'll still keep it chin and above.
because club is like they don't care.
No,
You can wear anything you want in
Well,
club.
that's not true.
But
It's
you can't wear
supposed to
dangling
be-
earrings.
Yeah,
Right.
what it's supposed to be, and what officials allow are two different things. So
Yeah.
Now you telling on officials, stop that.
I like I said, there's some officials that put too much emphasis on clerical stuff instead of rules stuff and paying attention to the game. If I see a jewelry, I'll say something, but we don't have to do that anymore. So this year I had to have one girl take her hoops out. Because
And
it's
she was
only stuff. Yeah, she was fine with
Yeah,
it.
they usually they go, oh, I forgot. Usually is what they
Yeah,
say.
and she ran to the locker room and came back with studs on. So she knew. She just forgot to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
So
I found that.
so
to
she
be
hadn't
too.
have earrings in her ear.
Yeah. And I asked the player one time. I said, "Why is it that you guys feel you have to have jewelry?"
It's
She
like a
goes,
fashion show.
"That's not what she said." I knew it was, but she goes, "I just play better with them." And I said, "How so?" And she goes, "Well, I feel more comfortable. I feel like they're my good luck charm." Girl standing next to her, yeah, they're good luck. We just feel we play with them better. I'm like,
So I was I was actually line judging for a college match this past Saturday, and I noticed one of the players on the team had a ring on, and I thought, pretty sure that's not legal even at the college level.
Mm-hmm.
But
Is it?
It's
legal?
a silicone ban, and there's some officials that allow as long as it's silicone. And I know what
So-
team you're talking about. When I'm the R1, they're not allowed to have it.
So silicone, does that counts as jewelry?
anything that
Anything
you have,
that's below the neck. Yeah.
anything that you have on, that's, I mean, if you got a hair tie around your wrist,
Do you consider personally, as an official, do you consider a silicone ring a danger,
Yeah.
a safety factor?
I look at their hands because if they jam their finger, granted the silicone's going to expand, but not as much. But what if they jam their finger and it swells? But I look at it this way. They got lenient and allowed the earrings. Let's not push the issue, right?
right?
You got everybody got what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And now Band-Aids prices the stock went down. I'll say it all the time.
Are you serious?
Oh, you know why they were
Yeah.
buying the Band-Aids.
Yep. Had to go see the trainer. I need
That's
a Band-Aid.
crazy. I've never
Yeah.
heard anything like that.
And see, we're
Well-
not allowed to ask them to take the Band-Aid off. We weren't allowed to ask that. We could only ask if there's an earring under there, that's illegal. But from the state, it came
But
down
that's
from
not
the
really
state
a
that we
question.
could.
That's
Yeah,
not a question.
well-
If there's an earring under there, that's illegal. That's not really a question.
Okay, so a statement. Yeah.
Okay.
But we could not ask them to take it off. Legally, we could not ask them to take it off to verify.
Because you would ask him to take it off.
Yeah.
You
No,
would
I'd
just,
tell him, go take it off.
You would just
I didn't
assume.
ask him. I knew
You
what
just
was
told him.
under there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
go take that off. It's not legal.
But you didn't approach it that way.
No.
Why not? If you knew jewelry, and for the most part, you know jewelry.
Every official is different. Like Tanya said,
True.
some people
Yeah.
let things go, some don't. I made a statement because if that Band-Aid comes off, you and your coach both get a penalty.
Oh, okay. You tell them that?
You got to
Wow.
let them know what the penalty is if it got found. But we
Okay.
don't have to worry about it anymore. So
So
Right.
then you put it in their
it's in
camp,
their
so
it's
they
in the
decide.
coach's hands now.
Okay. Oh, that's an intelligent way to approach it. I never thought of that.
Yeah, but like she said, it's not an issue because now they can wear
They can wear neck up.
studs.
Yeah, studs. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you still have the girls will still wear the little hoop that goes around their nose.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So-
okay. All right. Well,
But-
you guys sound like you're both on the same page with that.
Yeah.
So,
If they're gonna make it, legal, whatever,
Hmm.
make it legal. Just tell me what
were you in favor of that rule when they changed it, Tanya?
Not initially, but I think finding that it's kind of less of a headache. Like I don't have to look for Band-Aids and all that kind of stuff. So it does make things a little easier. So, you know what? If your ear gets stuck in the net,
It's on you.
it's on you. I hope your teammates learn the lesson from watching your ear bleed all over. So,
Wow.
I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but
But if she gets blood on the net, let's go
that's
there.
a
If
penalty.
you get blood on the net,
I'm red
can that
carding
hold
you.
up the game?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because you'd have to clean
Got
it
to
off.
clean the
you
net
gotta
up.
clean the net.
So that's definitely a penalty on the team. You bled on my net, I got to penalize you. Would you penalize her?
I don't know if we can
Because it's
because
legal
it's
to
legal
wear
now.
a post.
So I don't think we can.
That's an interesting point.
Give them a delay of game.
Hopefully that's an area we never have to go down.
Hopefully, and every time we say that, we end up going down that road.
Right.
I shouldn't have brought that up, but now that I did,
Yeah.
and you're watching,
It's going to
now,
happen to
it's
you.
gonna no, it's not going to happen to me. If it does, I'm calling Cindy the star.
Cindy will be busy because she'll
Yeah.
have her own game to officiate. So
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about equipment. I know that's because you're intriguing me with softball. What kind of equipment does a new official have to get? Oh, don't get your eye.
A lot.
Her eyes got this
Well,
big
that's
on
the
that.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is it's a lot.
Yeah.
And just recently they changed the pants from navy
Again.
blue to heather gray because I'll give you an example. We had a guy got his baseball and his softball license. He had to have 2 sets of uniforms
Oh wow.
between pullover, jacket, pants, and ball bags. So now you're talking another $250. So
at least.
yeah. I mean, everybody has to wear shin guards, chest protector, mask.
Behind the plate.
Well, should. Yeah.
Behind the plate.
Behind the plate. Should. The only thing that's required is a mask.
Wow.
It's not required to have a chest plate.
We have a couple guys in the area that don't wear a chest protector. Don't know why, but
Whew.
Yeah, so by the time
That's
you
gotta
buy all
hurt.
that, yeah. So you buy 2 shirts, a jacket, and 2 pair of pants, you're looking at $250. So then this,
How much are shoes?
shoes, like mine are 150. But I just got a new pair because my other ones are out, but I had those for like 10 years.
So do new people normally get 2 new shoes as well?
Because you want to wear plate shoes and then you have base shoes.
What's-
Wear regular shoes behind the plate and take one off the toe, and you'll learn
yeah.
real quick.
So they're steel-toed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then
with
they
the
have
metatarsal.
and then they have that thing that
Metatarsal,
comes.
yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Metatarsal is that plate that
Yep.
comes up and protects the top of your foot.
yeah,
I've seen those. And then you
Yeah.
want something out in the field that you can
Yeah.
move and run in.
Yep.
You can't run in those.
no,
Huh.
no.
So now you're talking another 150 on top of the 250.
Well,
And
plus
then
the plus the
plus
other
another
pair of shoes.
$80 for shoes. You can have $500 wrapped up easily
Yeah.
because you want a decent chest protector,
Mm-hmm.
and shin guards. Like I just bought a chest protector, but I got hit in the collarbone. I'll never get hit again. But mine was $300, but I got the Force 3. It's a really nice chest protector. Hopefully, it's my last one ever.
It comes up and protects your chest.
Yeah.
Your,
So you gotta look. My
collarbones
other
too.
one I had for 20 years. So
It didn't protect the collarbone.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. So
Well,
you-
it did, but it left. You could still feel it. So now it's pretty standard. Now volleyball's not near as much, but
No.
softball is way more expensive. Now
Mhm.
we had a new girl start, and I sponsored her. I told
Mhm.
her she had to buy her equipment, but I got her pants, her shirt, and ball bags. But she had to promise to do it for 5 years. And there's another girl that's starting club volleyball, and hopefully she'll go into high school. I got her starter pack, whistle, coin, cards, and shirt.
Chain.
So do
Get her
you
a chain.
Chain, yeah.
you seem to be pretty invested in officiating. That's one
Mhm.
reason we wanted to have you on. So do you find recruiting people to be a challenge
Yeah.
for both
course,
sports?
Yeah, because the biggest thing you hear is the parents.
Mhm.
The
I don't want people
I don't-
yelling
I don't
at
want
the
me.
yelled
fans.
at.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I try to just tune them out. Anymore, you just laugh at them, because once you know the rules and they start screaming, you just laugh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the parent that stands up first ball over the net and they yell double. We all know that's not the rule.
a double.
Right.
It's not a double, and you just have to laugh, because then you're like,
I can't
did-
help but
you
laugh.
there's no reason to even listen to them, because you
Yeah.
already know from the beginning,
You're dealing with ignorance.
But what these parents need to understand is we're away from our families too.
Mm.
I'm away from my family. I have a daughter. I have 3 granddaughters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm away from my family.
Mm-hmm.
6-7 nights a week.
Yeah, and we're doing this because I do it because I like to do it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it has its perks. I have met some amazing people.
Yep.
I have friendship with some amazing people. I get in group texts and we have a lot of good discussions. And that's what people need to understand. You're meeting lifelong friends as well,
Mhm.
not
Mhm.
just going and doing the game. If I did it for the money, I wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
I
right.
did it, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy watching the kids grow. I've developed some friendships even with some of the kids that have moved on, and the coaches. And it's just, the camaraderie is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And, I do a lot for trying to recruit the sport. I will sponsor kids. Like the colleges are now, for volleyball, having their teams go do fundraisers, and they'll officiate at these club tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And this one girl really loves it. So I'm like, you stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get out, when you get out of college, I will sponsor you. I will mentor you, and we will get you in with your high school license. So
Mhm.
hopefully in 2 years, she'll be getting her high school license. But it's about growing the sport.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have to give up a few bucks to go do, buy them a shirt or a bag, they don't have the money to do it yet. And it's called paying it forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because eventually then she'll do the same thing for somebody else.
Mhm.
And if one person starts it, maybe it'll just keep going and keep going.
Yep.
I like that. That's setting a precedent. And,
Yeah.
we kind of been setting a precedent with the ref training school, and we're
Mhm.
trying to get more officials to take your attitude. But, a lot of people have been thinking one way all this time, and to get their new dog to learn new tricks, that's
An old dog.
challenging. Yeah.
Old
Old
to
dog,
learn
new tricks. Yeah.
Yeah, something like what they said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to close out, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the need for officials, which you just went into that. Thank you. And then RTS recruiting. You're familiar with the school that we do? It's called Referee
Yep.
Training School. Yeah. Don, you want to talk a little bit about classes that we have going on, those coming up?
Yep. So we currently have a basketball class going on. we'll be wrapping that up here in a few weeks. And then if you want to check out our website, reftrainingschool.com, we will have next year's schedule posted up soon. It's not out there yet because I'm still getting dates confirmed and locations. But we'll have 4 classes of each, basketball and volleyball. So those dates will be up there, so check it out.
And we're also working on the possibility of a referee training school or course for wheelchair basketball. Mm-hmm. So just had a tournament this weekend at Turnstone, so we'll be looking forward to that. Speaking of Turnstone, we also have a holiday basketball tournament coming up called
Hoosier Holiday Hoops.
I get it right. You got to give me some on that. I actually got it right because that can be a tongue twister. So Hoosier Holiday Hoops is sponsored by Hoosier 3-on-3, which we started last year. That'll be at Turnstone. The date for that is going to be New Year's Eve,
December 31st,
which is a Sunday, and the time is going to be announced approximately start time around 2-ish in the afternoon after you come home from church. You can have up to 4 players per team, and you can go to the website, which is Hoosier3on3.com. So that's the latest happenings with what we're doing. Miss Cindy Bice. I like saying that name. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
It wasn't as stressful.
It wasn't so bad, right?
It wasn't as stressful. She was so stressed out. What are we doing? You're educating people, and you're helping us to recruit people to the sports that you love.
Yes.
Have you considered any other sports besides those two?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm looking at swimming and diving.
I am too. I'm looking at that. I ordered the books.
I got the books.
Yeah.
So hopefully going to take the test soon. It's the diving part that, I mean, anybody can touch a wall.
Yeah.
But it's the diving part, knowing the dives. But I'll give it a shot. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's a need for those officials as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen their uniforms that they wear?
They get to wear
officials?
Shorts. Yeah.
Oh, really?
And white socks.
Oh, you love shorts, don't you?
And white shoes. I've already got half the uniform.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is the same uniform as volleyball, isn't it? Blue, navy
but
blue
you have
pants.
blue pants.
Yeah.
For college. Yeah.
I thought it was all. Oh, I'm thinking.
I'm sorry, I meant college. It's
yeah.
the same for college level.
Oh, I'm thinking.
No, wait, high school they do black. Do they do black pants or?
No, I don't
I'll have to
think
look
so.
again. I know they have white shoes and white socks.
Yes.
Well, I was talking to a guy. We had a wheelchair basketball tournament. And a guy was talking to us. He's out of Illinois, and he was talking to us about getting into water polo. And he says they wear all white. White shirt, white slacks, white shoes, white socks, all white.
I wouldn't even know if I look good in white. All white.
That's a lot of white.
That's
It is
a lot of
white. It is. So, anyway, thank you for joining us, Miss Bice, and we'll be seeing you get on the courts, I'm sure.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and
Thank you.
you're welcome. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Thanks, Cindy.
Thank you.
All right, till next time. Thanks for coming, folks. See you later. Thanks again for listening to Ref Time, powered by RefTrainingschool.com and Hoosier3on3.com. Produced by Coraggio Media, Ref Time is recorded in WELT Studios in beautiful downtown Fort Wayne, Indiana.
To join RTS, visit reftrainingschool.com. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Until next time.